Hello aspirants, welcome to our YouTube channel for bank, SSC and railway exams. Our topic for today's discussion is quadratic comparisons. Now this quadratic equations, quadratic comparison topic is important for almost all the bank prelim exams, but in today's session our focus will be on the types of questions or the models which have been asked in the previous years IBPS RRB PO and IBPS RRB Clerk exams. So we will restrict ourselves to question types which have been asked in RRB exams, but whatever questions we discuss today, they will be helpful for IBPSPO Prelim, IBPS Clerk and SBI PO Prelim, SBI Clerk exams also. Okay. Now let's start. Now before we start discussing the questions, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel Time for Bank SSCCGLE, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of all the videos that we upload on this channel. Now before we start discussing the questions, let us understand something called the sign rule. We will solve the questions on quadratic comparisons without finding the factors. If you find the factors and try to compare the factors of one quadratic equation with another, that will take a lot of time for you to solve the equation and arrive at the answer. Instead of that, we will use a slightly a different approach where you need to first be thorough with something called a sign rule. Let us see what is this sign rule first, and then we will start discussing the questions. All right. Now, your quadratic equation is of this form: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here you can have plus or minus, here you can have plus or minus. These I will call it as the sign in equation. These I will call it as sign in equation. The next one I will call it as sign of roots. Okay. So let us discuss these two first before we solve any quadratic equation. You have a sign in equation and sign of the roots. Sign in equation, there will be 4 cases possible. We are looking at sign of B and we are looking at sign of C. So what is the first case possible? Both the sign of B and the sign of C positive. B sign is positive, C sign is positive, plus plus. What will be the sign of the roots? Both the roots will be minus. Sign of B is plus, sign of C is plus, both the roots will be minus. Second case, minus plus, minus plus. Sign of B is minus, sign of C is plus, the sign of roots will be, both will be plus. Both the roots will be plus. The sign in the equation are plus and minus. The sign in the equation are plus and minus, that is B is plus and C is minus. The sign of the roots will be opposite. You have a plus and minus here, there you will get minus and plus. There is a plus here, the first root will be minus and both the roots will be of opposite sign. The last case is both the sign in the equations are minus, and what will be the sign of the roots? Here it is minus, so you will have a plus here and you will have a minus here. Very easy to remember. If both are plus, the sign are minus, root sign, minus plus, both are plus, and if there is minus at the end, that is if the sign of C is minus, both the roots will be of opposite sign. If it is plus minus, there it will be minus plus. If it is minus and minus, there it will be plus minus, and another important point is that you will write the bigger root first. You will always write the bigger root first, and you have to ensure that the coefficient of x square here is positive. Is it clear, the sign rule? So you can watch this video, you can go back and watch this sign rule 2-3 times, so that once you understand, the solving the problems on quadratic equations become very easy. Let's proceed further now. Let us see some tricks here. There will be certain special cases. If you get problems on quadratic equations, from those cases you can directly put down the answer without even getting into the sign rule. Let us see that. Let's take one equation like this: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Another equation I will take it as a1y square minus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Now look at this. What are the signs here? Plus and plus. B is plus, C is plus. So what will be the sign of the roots? What will be the sign of the roots? Both will be minus. What are the signs here of B and C here? Minus and plus. Minus and plus. So what will be the sign of the roots? Both will be plus. Now when you get this combination of equation where you have plus and plus, minus and plus, the roots will be minus minus for the first case, plus plus for the second case, and when you compare these two, this one, the roots which are plus will always be greater than the roots which are minus. That is first point. Second point, I will take two equations again. Let us do it like this: ax square plus or minus bx minus c equal to 0. Then I write a1y square plus or minus b1y minus c1 is equal to 0. Now if you look at this equation, what is happening? The sign of the constant is minus in both the equation. Now if the sign of the constant is minus in both the equations, whether you have plus here, minus here, plus here, minus here, you can straight away put the answer as no relation, NR, no relation, or cannot be determined. Is it clear? So these are two special cases where you can directly put down the answers without actually even getting into finding what are the roots and going through the sign rule process. Alright. Now let us discuss some questions. Let us discuss some questions. Now this is the first question. As I told you, we will not find the factors. We will solve this problem without finding the factors. What are the directions given here? X greater than y, option 1. X greater than or equal to y, option 2. X less than y, option 3. Less than or equal to y, option 4. Equal to y or no relation, option 5. So let us start looking at this. What is the first equation? X square minus 17x plus 60. 60 into 1. Multiply the constant with the coefficient of x square. 60 into 1. What do you get? 60. What is the sign of 60 here? Plus. So you have to find the two numbers whose product is 60 and the sum is 17. Okay, listen to this carefully. I will explain the first problem in detail. This concept of finding comparison roots without finding factors, I will explain very slowly for the first question. From next question onwards, let us do it fast. This is C and this is A. When you multiply, 60 into 1 is 60. What is the sign of 60 here? Plus. So you should think of two numbers. When you add them, you get this B value, that is 70. So 60, when you think of two numbers, you have 12 and you have 5. So 12 plus 5 gives you 17. Don't bother about this minus sign. 12 plus 5 gives you 17. 12 into 5 gives you 60. Now what are the signs in the equation? the x coefficient sign and the constant sign is plus and minus. Okay, what are the sign of here? Minus and plus. So this is minus and this is plus. So what will be the sign of the roots? What will be the sign of the roots? So sign of the roots will be, when the equation sign are minus and plus, the sign of the roots will be, both will be plus. So here you have plus 12, here you have plus 5. Let's go to the second equation. 55 into y square coefficient, that is 55. Don't bother about this minus sign, we will take care of this sign in the sign rule. So what should I write here? I will write 55 here. Okay. Now 55 sign is minus. So think of two numbers whose product is 55, but the difference gives you 6. When here it was plus 60, we took two numbers whose sum was 17. Now here the sign is minus, so we will take two numbers whose difference is a 6 and product is 5. 11 and 5. 11 5 is a 55, 11 minus 5 is 6. Always write the bigger number first. So what is the sign in the equation now? Plus and minus. Now if the sign is plus and minus in the equation, if the sign is plus and minus in the equation, what is the sign of the roots? What is the sign of the roots? The sign of the roots will be minus and plus. The sign of the roots will be minus and plus. So this is minus, this is plus. These are the roots. Don't change the sign again. These are the roots. Don't change the sign again. We have taken care of the sign in the sign rule. Now compare. Now compare. 12 greater than minus 11. 12 greater than 5. 5 greater than minus 11. And 5 equal to 5. So x is greater than or equal to 5. Y, your answer choice 2. So here x greater than or equal to y, answer choice 2. Clear? So let's go to the next question now. Question number 2. Now this is not a quadratic equation, it's a linear equation. Don't be surprised. Sometimes you can get questions on linear equations, or sometimes roots will be present in the equation, like 2x square plus 5 root 3x plus some constant equal to 0. So not only quadratic equations, you can also expect questions on linear equations where the values of x and y need to be compared. Let us solve this. This is a very simple equation. Multiply the first equation by 3. This you do it into 3. This you do it into 3. So 3, 7, 21x minus 3x gives you 18x. 3y, 6y is cancelled. 79 into 3, 240 minus 3, that is 237. 237 minus 75 gives you 162. So from this the value of x is 9. X equal to 9, substitute in the first equation. 7 9s 63. 79 minus 63 is 16. 2y is equal to 16 and value of y is 8. So very clearly we can say that x is greater than y. So what is your option here? X is greater than y. This is your answer choice. Next question. Question number 3. This is slightly different from the first question that we have done. Here the coefficient of x square and y square are not 1. So when the coefficient of x square and y square are not 1, we have to do one step extra that I will explain when I solve this problem. Let's see the product. What is the product you get? 12x square minus 11x plus 2 equal to 0. 2 into 12, 24. 2 multiply by 12. You will get 24. Don't bother about the sign right now. 24. What is the sign of 2? Plus. So think of two numbers whose product is 24 and the sum gives you 11. 8 3s are 24. 8 plus 3, 11. Bigger number first. Always bigger number first. So 8 and 3. What are the signs in the equations here? Minus and plus. The sign in the equation are minus and plus. So what will be the sign of the roots? Both will be plus. Sign of the roots, both will be plus. But here there is a small twist. What is the coefficient of x square? 12. Now you have to divide this by the coefficient of x square. In the previous problem we did not divide because the coefficient of x square was 1. Here the coefficient of x square is 12. So we have to divide by 12. Okay, these are directly the roots. Don't change the sign again. What's the second question? Product, let us see. 5 and 2, the product is 10. 5 and 2, the product is 10. Sign of 5 here is plus. So two numbers whose sum is 7. Two numbers whose sum is 7. 5 and 2 and product is 10. 5 into 2. Bigger number first. What are the sign in the equation? Minus, plus. Sign in the equation minus, plus. So sign of the roots, both will be plus. Don't change the sign again. Sign of the roots, both will be plus. What is the coefficient of y square here? 2. So divide by 2 and divide by 2. Now, there are two ways of comparing here. One, you write 8 by 12 as 2 by 3. Write 3 by 12 as 1 by 4. 5 by 2, you have to write it as 5 by 2 or write it as 2.5, and 2 by 2 is 1. That is one way of doing it. But I'll give you a better method. Whenever you get some denominator here like this in the roots, what you need to do is bring this 2 here and take this 12 there. See, bring this 2 here now. 2 8s, 16, 2 3s, 6. Right? Take this 12 there. 12 5s, 60, 12 2s, 24. Now is it easy to compare? This x is always less than y. This x is always less than y. So what is your answer here? X less than y, option 3. So if you don't get an integer here, 8 by 12, you are not getting an integer. You can do like that. Let's go to the next question. Question number 4. Again same question here. What is the product here in the first equation? 171 into 2. 171 into 2 is a bigger number, that is 342. I will just write it as 2 into 171 and leave it. I'll just write it at 2 into 171 and leave it. This is equal to 342. Okay. Now, 171 coefficient is plus. So think of two numbers whose product is 342 and sum is 37. So when you have this such a big number in mind, and here it becomes difficult for you to think what are those two numbers whose sum is 37 but product is 342. In such case what you can do is this 171, I can write it as 19 into 9. 171, I can write it as 19 into 9. Now combine this 2 and 9. What is 2 into 9? 18. What is this? 19. 18 plus 19 is 37 and 18 into 19 gives you 342. Bigger number first. So I get here 19, I get here 18. What is the coefficient of x square? Divided by 2 and divided by 2. What are the signs in the equations? Plus. Both are plus. Equation sign, both are plus. If equation sign both are plus, the sign of the roots both will be minus. So this will be minus, this will be minus. These are directly the roots. Again I am repeating, don't change the sign. These are directly the roots. Let's go to the second equation. 63 into 1. This is 63. Sign of 63 here is positive. Or you can say A into C is positive. We take A always as positive. We have to make it positive. Even if it is given in different form, you have to bring a quadratic equation into this form and then use the method that we are explaining here. So 63 and 16, 9 and 7, 9, 7, 63, 9 plus 7, 16. Alright, what are the sign in the equation? Plus and plus. So what will be the sign of the roots? Minus and minus. What is the coefficient of y square here? 1. So you just don't write anything here. By 1, by 1. You can avoid it. Now see here, 19 by 2, 18 by 2. Take this 2 there. So here we are left over with minus 19, minus 18. And when you take the 2 there, 2 into minus 9 gives you minus 18. And 2 into minus 7 gives you minus 14. Now your comparison becomes very, very easy. Minus 19 less than minus 18, minus 19 less than minus 14, minus 18 less than minus 14, minus 18 equal to minus 18. So x is less than or equal to y. Where is this? X is less than or equal to y. Answer choice 4. Clear? Next question. Question number 5. Let's try 130 into 1 product, 130 into 1 product 130. 130 sign is plus, and here you have 23. Don't bother about the sign of 23, can be plus or minus. Don't bother about the sign. We will take care of the sign by using the sign rule. So this is 130 and 23. 13 and 10, 13 and 10. 13 into 10 is 130, 13 plus 10 is 23. What are the signs in the quadratic equation? Minus, plus. Sign in the quadratic equation, minus, plus. What will be the sign of the roots? Both will be plus. If the sign in the quadratic equation are minus, plus, the sign of both roots will be plus. This will be plus, this will be plus. Coefficient of x square is 1, so just leave it like that. Next factor, 27 into 4. 27 into 4, 108. 27 into 4, 108. Sign of 27 minus. Think of two numbers whose difference is 33 but product is 108. 36 and 3, bigger number first. 36 and 3, bigger number first. What are the signs here? Minus and minus. When both the signs in the equation are minus, what is the sign of the root? When both the equations are minus, what is the sign of the root? Plus and minus. Minus, minus, the sign is plus and minus. So this will be plus, this will be minus. Coefficient of y square is 4 here. Divide by 4 here and divide by 4 here. 36 by 4 is 9, but this is a fraction. Bring this 4 here to this side. 13 into 4, 52. 10 into 4, 40. Now see how comparison becomes very easy. 36 and minus 3. Clearly you can see that 50 and 42 are greater than 36 and minus 3. So x is greater than y. X is greater than y. First option. Next, let's go to question number 6. Question number 6. Again, 4 into 7. 4 into 7. Try out this question on your own. Pause the video, try it out, and then watch the solution. It's very, very easy to find out without finding the factors. You can do this in less than 15-20 seconds. Alright, let's do 4 and 7, 28. 4, 7, 28. Sign of 4 is plus. So two numbers whose product is 28 and sum is 11. B, that is sum is 11. 7 and 4. What are the signs in the equation? Minus and plus. When the signs in the equation are minus and plus, the sign of the roots will be both plus. These are directly the roots. Next one, sorry, there is a 7 here. Coefficient of x square 7. So 7. So this I will divide by 7 and again I get 4 by 7. Next, 5 into 4, 20. 5 into 4, 20. Sign of 5 is plus. A into C is plus or sign of C is plus. So two numbers whose sum is 9, product is 20. 5 and 4, bigger number first. 5 and 4. Minus and plus. So sign of the roots will be both plus. But again here I have coefficient of y square as 4. So divide by 4, divide by 4. Now instead of comparing these fractions, I told you, get this 4 here, take this 7 there. 4, 7, 28. 4 4s, 16. Compare with 7 into 5, 35. 7 into 4, 28. Now compare. This one is less than or equal to this. 28 less than 35, 28 equal to 28. 16 less than 35, 16 less than 28. So x is less than or equal to y. Where is the option? Less than or equal to y. Option number 4. Next question. X square plus 15x. Again same process let us follow. Question number 7. 56 into 1. This is 56. Sign of 56 is plus. Think of two numbers whose product is 56 and sum is 15. 8 and 7, bigger number first. 8 and 7, bigger number first. Sign in the equation are both plus. This is also plus, this is also plus. Both are plus. So root sign will be minus. Both the root sign will be minus. Coefficient of x square is 1. So divide by 1, divide by 1. We will not write it. Next equation, 1 into 24. This is 24. Alright. So this is 24. Sign of here 1 is plus. So two numbers whose product is 24, sum is 10. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. Both plus in the equation. Plus and plus. So roots will be minus and minus. What is the coefficient of y square? 24. By 24 and divided by 24. Okay. So these are very small numbers. So you can say minus 8, minus 7. Compare with minus 1 by 4. And minus 1 by 6. Okay, so obviously this part minus 8, minus 7, you have got a negative sign. Bigger the number, smaller will be in comparison to this. Okay, so minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 6 are numbers which are less than 1. And when you put a minus here, obviously this one is much lesser than this. So x is less than y. Am I correct? Yes, minus 8, minus 7, much lesser than minus 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 6, x less than y. This is x less than y. Option 3 is your answer. Next, question number 8. 15 into 4. Okay. Now this problem, there is no need for you to even go into the sign rule. I have already told you that if both the here the constant have a minus sign, here have got a minus, here have got a minus, directly you can say no relation. No need to solve the question at all. Don't waste your time solving the question. This is minus, this is minus. Directly no relations, provided the equation is in this form. The coefficient of x square, coefficient of y square should be positive and it should be in this form. So no relation, minus and minus, no relation. Over problem. Don't even get into finding the roots, not required. Let's go to the next question. Question number 9. Alright. Cube root of 125 plus square root of 9 is equal to 0. So cube root of 125 is 5. X plus square root of 9 is 3 is equal to 0. So you get x equal to minus 3 by 5. It's a very simple question. Second one, root 169. What is the root 169? 13. 13y plus root 256, that is 16, is equal to 0. Y is equal to minus 16 by 13. So what is the answer here? So bring this 13 here. So this becomes minus 39, 13 3s are, take this 5 there, 16 5s 80, minus 80. So x greater than y. You have a fraction, there could be a problem comparing. Along with the fraction, if you have a minus sign, your speed will slow down when you want to compare. So just bring this 13 here, make it 39 and take this 5 there, make it 16 5 80, minus 39 minus 80. So x is greater than y, option 1. Next question, this is the last question in this session. Let's work it out. 2 root x minus 1 is equal to 2 square. 2 root x minus 1 is equal to 2 square. So root x is equal to 5 by 2. Root x is equal to 5 by 2. Root x is equal to 5 by 2. From this I will get the value of x is equal to 25 by 4. Value of x is 25 by 4. Second equation, 8y square is equal to 24y square minus 25y square. So this one, this equation gives me 24 minus 8. 16y square is equal to 25y square. What is y square from this? Y square is equal to 25 square by 16, and if I have to find the value of y, this will be under root of 25 square by 16. This is plus or minus 25 divided by 4. So x is 25 by 4, y is plus or minus 25 by 4. So x is greater than or equal to y, because 25 by 4 is equal to plus 25 by 4. 25 by 4 is greater than minus 25 by 4. So x greater than or equal to y, option 2. So hope this video was informative and interesting. We have seen how to solve quadratic equations and compare their roots without actually finding the roots. But what is most important here is you need to understand what is the sign rule, which I have explained at the beginning of the video. Alright, we have our other social media handles also. Telegram we have Instagram, we have Facebook. All the links of these are given in the description box. You can subscribe to these or join these social media channels, where we will keep you updated on the latest notifications and also the subject. For classroom coaching, if you want to join our classroom coaching, you can contact nearest time center. And if you want to go for the online recorded courses or online live courses, you can go to this link t4e.info/bankssconline and directly you can enroll there for our live courses. Thank you for watching the video. Please share this video with your friends who are appearing for bank exams, and please keep visiting the channel for more such informative videos of bank, SSC and railway exams. All the best.